Going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Tyler here, and today we have a really cool set from Return of the Jedi, and that is the 75020 Jabba sail barge. Had 850 pieces, 6 minifigs, retailed for 120 US, and came out in 2013. Now this set is going for 115 used or 144 new, so it hasn't appreciated that much. But yeah, really cool set, some fantastic minifigs, and a decent looking sail barge. We're gonna get into some of the positive and negatives about this set. But yeah, enough talk, let's get right into it. And here we have the sail barge itself. So first off, I'll just give you guys a 360 view of it. Nice looking model. Some areas they could maybe improve on, but we'll get into that. And then I'll just show you guys the bottom. It does have little wheels, so you can actually roll this, as the entire thing opens up. You can roll this around like a car. So if you're a kid and you want to play with it, it definitely has playability. It's just basically like a big space bus. Basically is the best way to describe it. So let's just give you guys a view of the top before we crack it open and look at the inside. So very, very cool. You get that nice gunner. There is flick fire missiles on this. Now we all know how those work. I really am not a fan of them. I think the ones that we have nowadays are much better. But still, nice looking gun, looks pretty accurate. And the top, nothing too crazy. These sails are like flexible plastic basically. And I do like how they have this little turret on the side here. You can move it around just like in the movie. So very, very cool. Now, let's break open the inside. So what's really cool about this set, let's just open her all up, is it literally just opens up everywhere. So these fold in, it's like a playset spaceship, which is really cool. I think that they did a really good job with this set. As far as playability goes, this set's fantastic. It just is a little bit inaccurate, which we'll get into that. I'm just opening them all up so you guys can kind of get the idea of what this set does. It's incredible. Okay, so, and the top even comes up. Let's just take the top off as well so you guys get a little bit better view of what's going on. So, well, as you guys can see, right at the end of the ship, or of the sail barge, we have Max Rebo. This is the only time we ever got Max Rebo, and he has this nice little spinny thing. Then we got Jabba and Leia. What's cool is Jabba just stays in there, but what almost looks like a disco. And if you guys notice, moving on as Leia dies, this right here, there's a nice little kitchen in here, which is absolutely fantastic. Camera will focus. So you have a little pot in there. It's like a little, basically grill. And we'll get into this front area for soon. There's nothing in there. I thought there maybe would have been thermal detonators, but then if you flip this around, there's obviously a little jail here, and there's a jail door here as well. So that's pretty cool that they included that. I did appreciate that. And then you're probably wondering, look, there's a fish and a turkey leg on the top, because you know Jabba's a big eater. You gotta feed him. Here's the little, well, we'll get into that. They're basically little cannonballs, sort of, blaster balls, whatever you want to call them. And it has a nice little cannon in the front here. And this is one of those shooting cannons, which is pretty cool. So yeah, very, very nice looking, basically interior. I do appreciate that. Now we're gonna come to some of its flaws for this set. It's just this front area. We're gonna get into the pictures just to show, you know, from actual models, how this is so inaccurate. It's supposed to be much more smooth than this. The rest of the body still though is pretty good looking. Like, you know, it's pretty smooth and rounded off, which is the way it's supposed to look. It's just this front area was a major disadvantage I find with this set. And by the way, these are all stickers, but I think the stickers add quite a bit to it. It's just a pain to stick them on. And these little flaps actually all open up. So if you're kind of trying to make it look like a sail barge, like in the movie, you can very easily do that. This one opens up in the back here as well. So very, very cool. And then you can have a little disco Max Rebo go on him. Anyways, pretty cool looking set. Just the front area is inaccurate. We'll get more into that later. But let's now take a look at the minifigs. Ho, ho, ho. there you guys go. That's my best Jabba impression. So as you guys can see, you have the crime lord himself. Yeah, really cool looking. What's cool about him too is he has a little tattoo on his arm. It's just on his right arm. So I thought that was pretty cool. What's also cool about this guy is he does move his torso, which is an improvement over the last Jabba. In fact, I think that this literally is just connected by a Technic piece, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's Jabba himself. Very nice looking big blob. I think he's actually kind of expensive if you want to buy him on eBay or whatnot. But then, now let's take a look at the next couple minifigs, including the most scandalous minifig of them all. And I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm referring to. And the most scandalously dressed minifig of them all is dun 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 dun, Slave Leia. So there you guys go. Anyways, they did a great job on her. It's just, yeah, she's very, very scandalous. I'll show you guys the back torso printing. As you can see, she has a ticked off face and a happy face. So let's just take this piece off where the chain goes. So yeah, they did a pretty good job implicating, basically she's naked. And then you can see the back of the other minifigs. The middle minifig is just basically, he's just basically one of Jabba's thugs. And then we have Max Rebo on the far left. Nothing too crazy about him. He's just basically a blue elephant, but still pretty cool looking. And again, very unique to this set. This was the only set that came with Max Rebo. Leia, I do believe she came in the previous Jabba's Palace, and then I think the newer Jabba's Palace, I think it also comes with the Slave Leia as well. That one came out in 2014, I think, as well. Or 2014, a year after Jabba's sail barge. But yeah, nice looking minifigs. Let's now take a look at the final two. And here they are. So nice looking minifigs. As you can see, just get a standard looking R2, except in that scene in Return of the Jedi, he did have like basically a drink tray around him, which they kind of implemented in that, which is pretty cool. And then we get another unique minifig. His name's Yeis, and if I'm pronouncing that right, and very, very cool. It's one of the few times they've ever made this type of alien in Lego, so I'm happy to actually own him. Very unique looking, three eyes. I mean, if you have a mock or whatever, it screams Star Wars. Great looking minifig, a lot of unique minifigs in this set, which I really appreciate. Unlike the set having some problems, and that's actually, now get into that. We're gonna take a look at some of the model pictures and see how accurate this set really is.
Well, now we've come to the segment where we take a look at models and the movie footage just to see how accurate this set is. So here's a really good picture. I just wanted to start off this from the get-go. So I do believe that Jabba's sail barge, yes, it is a bit larger if you were to really make it, although the Lego version isn't terribly sized. But what I will kind of nitpick against this set is look how smooth this is. Now, they have made a sail barge back in, I believe, 2007. And just look how much more accurate the nose of this set is. You know, with Lego using those little, basically, they're kind of like half triangle pieces to try and make this smooth look. It just doesn't capture it. That's the biggest flaw I see with the set. In fact, here's a comparison of the two. I believe that this one on the left, the older model, is much more accurate looking than the newer model. I mean, people nowadays, they think the newer model is better than the older model. Well, this one proves that wrong. That's not always true. I think this one actually looks more accurate. I actually like the top of this set more, but as far as the overall look, I don't know why they didn't just go with this. We didn't need that cannon shooter that much, but what are you gonna do? Here's an actual cool metal depiction of what this guy's done, or that looks maybe like an action figure depiction. But yeah, I thought these pictures would help out. Here's another one, just kind of showing you guys what it looks like. See, as you guys can see, Lego did a good job on this, just not smooth at all in the front. That's the biggest fault I see with this set. And here's an actual movie depiction of the scene. So as you can see, it's a much more smooth, rounder looking model. Like, it's not meant to be so jaggedy in the front. That's the best way I can put it, jaggedy. But yeah, those are the pictures. I just really thought that they'd help out with the review. And yeah, give this a little bit better flavor to the
well, guys, that was my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, looking at this set, looking at the model pictures, the movie footage, it's a great set as far as minifigs go. A little undersized. I mean, if you were to make a real version of Jabba Sail Barge, it would be like probably as big as this table. Like, oh, not quite, but you know, twice as big as probably as the Jabba Sail Barge. So I mean, but still, the size captures what it's supposed to look like. The main issue I have with this set is the front area that I keep talking about. It just looks really jaggedy and rough. It's supposed to be very smooth looking. Besides that, the set's actually pretty decent all around. Like, I mean, going around the model looks good. The interior's good. I love the little jail cell, the kitchen. You know, because there's areas of the sail barge that we don't actually see in the movie, and Lego just kind of did whatever they wanted with it, and I thought they did a good job. And the minifigs, again, really great minifigs. That just great looking minifigs. But let me know what you guys think about the set. Do you guys like it? Do you not? Do you own it? Any areas you think they could maybe improve on? I just think it's a decent set. I think the minifigs are fantastic. It is a decent looking model. It just really could have improved on in that front area. We really, again, didn't need that little cannon. Cool little gimmick, but that's exactly what it is, a gimmick that's put in there, and I don't know why they designed the front that way. But still, all in all, not a bad looking set. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future sets that I do on this channel. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.